Um, this is crazy. So they are arresting judges now. So for a while, remember that one? It was like a governor that was talking about like keeping illegal immigrants in their house. Yeah, bro, they're putting the judges in jail.
So rare for victims to want to cooperate. They wanted to cooperate. They were sitting in the courtroom with the state prosecutor. The judge learns that ICE was outside to get the guy because he had been deported in 2013, came back in our country, commits these crimes, charged with committing these crimes. Victims in court. Judge finds out. She goes out in the hallway, screams at the immigration officers. She's furious, visibly shaken, upset, sends them off to talk to the chief judge. She comes back in the courtroom. You're not going to believe this. Takes the defendant and the defense attorney back in her chambers, takes them out a private exit and tells them to leave. While a state prosecutor and victims of domestic violence are sitting in the courtroom.
Wow.
You know, Madam Attorney General, great to have.
Man. Bro. Man.
Have you here, and thanks for coming back on America Report. So we remember these words of Tom Homan, the borders are. This was...
Is that acceptable? Yeah. Well, that's what's going to deport the judge? Yeah, let's keep the illegal. Let's deport the judge.
March 17th, and his message
I like that.
On these judges who apparently are trying to get in the way of this administration's
thinking in the future,
efforts.
bro.
Listen.
I like it.
I'm proud to be a part of this administration. We're not stopping. I don't care what the judges think. I don't care what the left thinks. We're coming.
So when you see these judges trying to obstruct your efforts to make this country safer, what?
I think they got to do more of it. They got to do even more of this. I think this is a good start. I don't think it's good enough. You got these people that are actively siding with illegal aliens over their own citizens, and they're supposed to be a judge for America? Lock them the fuck up. Traitors? Yes. 100%. Teresa, it's unbelievable to me because, like, you got a bunch of these people on the internet. This is what's funny to me. Is you got a bunch of people on the internet. Oh, they're putting judges in jail. This is just like Hitler. Oh, my God. Oh, I can't believe it. Yeah, because they're committing fucking crimes. It's like as if you're a judge. You can just do whatever the fuck you want. And if it's not politically, if it's, maybe politically messy, well, maybe you just might not get in trouble. Charge them with treason? Would I charge them with treason? I don't think you could unless it was a member of one of those gangs like Tren de Aragua, because they have been labeled as terrorist groups, and so they would be enemies of the state. So you wouldn't be able to charge them with treason, I don't think, unless they were members of one of these gangs. Now, if they were members of one of those gangs, would I want them charged for treason? Absolutely. Absolutely. I've been saying this for a long time. I am very much an Old Testament personal accountability kind of guy. You want to make changes? You want to get people to do something? Give them consequences.
What is your message to them?
We are going to prosecute you, and we are prosecuting you. I found out about this the day it happened. We could not believe, actually, that a judge really did that. We looked into the facts in great depth. That's her picture up on the screen. Hannah Dugan, who is now in custody. You cannot obstruct a criminal case, and really, shame on her. It was a domestic violence case of all cases, and she's protecting a criminal defendant over victims of crime.
In fact, she just had an initial appearance in court. There's also this other case coming out of New Mexico. Judge Joel Cano and his wife were...
And I love how people think that, like, being a judge makes you unbiased. You know? If being a judge makes you unbiased, then why were people so worried about Donald Trump appointing a bunch of judges to the Supreme Court? Like, you just use some logic.
Arrested for harboring a TDA member at their home. The alleged TDA member had been picked up by law enforcement, and now he and his wife were picked up and arrested. And you say that you believe, as the Attorney General, that the person that they were...
Gotta catch them all.
Living at their home was a truly potentially bad individual.
Yeah, that's the judge up on the screen now who got arrested. Yeah, his name is Ortega. He was is a known TDA member. So he comes through Eagle Pass.
So if this guy is helping another person and this guy is a judge, and he's misusing his position to help a person who's in a stated terrorist organization by the American government, I think that's treason. I do. I think that's treason. I think so. There's some people that are trying to downplay this. I think that we should downplay it. This should be way worse. They should be doing this way more. This is a good start. Thank God this is finally happening.
December 2023. He's living in our country. January 2025, ICE, they get a tip. Tom Homan's done a great job. Our FBI did a great job on this case, too. They get a tip.
Imagine if it was ISIS. Yeah, imagine if it was ISIS. Yeah, exactly. In my mind, there's no difference.
That he is living with a judge and the judge's wife. So
you got a guy from a fucking gang that's an illegal alien living in your house, and you're a judge? Bro, he's in that NTR life? He was a tenant? They're landlords? Ooh. Big mistake.
Have him arrested first on immigration charges. A judge, Damian Martinez, releases him saying that Judge Cano has a good BS meter and wouldn't let just anyone live on his property.
Yeah, he does have a bullshit. He does have a good bullshit meter. It's full. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the associations with this violent Venezuelan gang, Tren de Aragua, and this person that they harbored in their home, he was showing signs through clothing, we were told, tattoos. There was evidence through voice messages text messages of his association to TDA. So what charges will...
I don't trust the Trump admin at all. They're lying to you. Okay, but you trust the people that are disagreeing with them? Why? Is it really that hard for you to believe that people would misuse their position for a personal gain? Like, really? Like, this is the most common sense reality. People do this everywhere in the world. Why would they do it? There's two reasons. They could be compromised by the gang. Like, either they feel like the gang threatened them, or they could be doing it for an ideological reason. It's hard, and it could be both, really. But that's probably those are the two likelihoods.
Cano and his wife face, if any.
So Judge Cano, soon to be former Judge Cano, got his charges were just unsealed. He's charged with obstruction.
Not enough. Why are they such pussies, bro? Oh my God. They're such pussies. Like, what are we Come on, let's go.
Charged, he admitted post Miranda. He took one of the TDA members' cell phones himself, took it, beat it with a hammer, destroyed it, and then walked the pieces.
What?
So Judge Cano, soon to be former Judge Cano, got his charges were just unsealed. He's charged with obstruction. He admitted post Miranda. He took one of the TDA members' cell phones himself, took it, beat it with a hammer, destroyed it, and then walked the pieces to a city dumpster to dispose of it to protect him.
What a moron. You just, listen, you can get a Motorola burner for $50 at Walmart. What a fucking idiot. This is a joke, man. Even less, no, that's a high quality one. That's a really high quality one. Like, you can get a flip phone for like 15. See, you can't play Candy Crush on this. This is a joke.
Wife also...
Bro, he should be disbarred for being bad at his... How is it that you're a judge, but you're this bad at hiding crimes? Shouldn't you know how to do this? What the hell is going on? What a fucking moron. Did you learn? Yeah, you didn't learn anything? What are the odds of Judge being on the cartel payroll? Above 0%. Ortelios, thanks for 10 subs.
Was charged with destroying evidence. Sandra, not only that, this TDA member, and he had on a necklace that said kill, something about...
Oh, God, they pick the best martyrs, don't they? Woman beaters, child rapists, some guy with a necklace says kill. Oh, God, this is amazing. I love it.
Death. He had tattoos all over him. He also had on his cell phone pictures of 2 decapitated victims.
Who does this? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So are you telling me that the judge that smashed up the phone didn't destroy the SIM card enough and the pictures were recovered? Oh, this guy's gotta go to jail for being retarded. What a fucking moron. Memory, not SIM? Where's the memory? The SD card? Excuse me. Yes, the SIM card is, okay. Listen, I'm a little bit behind on it, but at least I know that every little movable chip, you gotta bust the fuck out of it. Also, there are so many other ways. You could have done this in so many other ways. This is not the way you do it. Why would you put it in a dumpster? Why would you do that? It's so dumb. How are they so dumb, man? Microwave it? You could use a Faraday cage. You could microwave it. You could put it in bleach. You could smash it. I think the best idea is to smash it, microwave it, and then bury it in like some inconspicuous location. People are never going to find it. They're going to walk around with a metal detector. Like a Faraday cage is something that, okay, look. What I'm saying is that this guy's a fucking moron, okay? Anybody that knows what the hell they're doing would have never made this mistake. What an idiot.
2 victims, decapitated, gruesome photos, and he was sending them out.
So he's sending photos away of people being decapitated? Man, I can't wait to see the protests for this guy to be brought back.
And whoever he was sending them to was sending back saying, hey, you need to be careful. You shouldn't be sending these. You shouldn't be.
And you're texting this? On what network?
Texting these photos out.
Why would you even do that? It's on Verizon, probably, yes.
Not only that, these 2, the judge and his wife, gave him assault rifles that belonged to their...
We got 3 more minutes left of this shit, bro. I think, yeah, he gotta go to prison for stupidity. This is crazy. You can't make this shit up. I know. Like, they just need to be charged as gang members at this point? No, because if you charge them as gang members, then you can't charge them for treason. You have to charge them. No, you can't do that. That's a great idea, but no.
Daughter, that's what they're charged with. In the criminal report affidavit, he goes to a shooting range with these assault rifles, with a suppressor, with other known TDA members, and they're shooting.
So a judge is supplying weapons to a terrorist? Yeah. Yeah. So, what I think is really funny about this is that there are actually people concerned trolling that, oh my God, but Hitler arrested judges too. Oh no. Trump, are we even gonna have another election? He's gonna put them all in jail. Oh no. Like, it's crazy. What's wrong with these fucking people? I have been sitting in Florida reading this retarded bullshit for 4 days. I've been losing my fucking mind.
This is the last person that we want in our country, nor will we ever tolerate a judge or anyone else harboring them.
Let me, if I could.
Obstruction of justice. What a pussy charge. Give me a break.
Madam Attorney General, come back to the Wisconsin case and Judge Hannah Dugan. Because in allegedly letting the perpetrator and the attorney out through a non-public exit and allowed them to get out in front of the building, we had a situation where we've seen that I know Tom Homan was complaining about in Colorado, where there would be no transfer of a defendant.
Do you believe it all at face value, regardless of how believable it sounds? I'm sure there's embellishment here and there. But do I believe that judges are actively working to obstruct the justice system in order to facilitate illegal immigrants into the country? Yes, I think that. And I think any of them that do that should be arrested. And I think the ones that do that and they unknowingly or knowingly help a member of a terrorist organization should be charged directly with treason. That's what I believe. Not disbarring, not putting them in jail. Again, Old Testament. The moment that you implement legitimate, real personal consequence is the moment that this stuff goes away. So Trump is too soft. He's way too soft. Way too soft. I hope Trump, listen, can somebody fucking tell him this? His entire first term, he spent trying to be reasonable. Bro, you don't have to give a fuck anymore. Just do it. Just do it. Everybody wants this. It's the right thing to do. Just fucking do it. Go, yeah, ball out. Fuck it, ball out. Exactly. Attorney General is too soft? I think she's way too soft as well. I want somebody like Tom Homan in there, right? Like, that's, yeah, the families can be deported together. Let's get him in charge. This guy knows what matters.
From a jail to ICE custody on a detainer request in a way that was orderly and protected public safety. They would dump them off in a parking lot, and then ICE would have to chase them around with the DEA or whatever, or FBI, and pick them up.
What is this? Is this hide and seek? What the fuck is this?
This ended up in a foot chase in public sight. It says here a foot chase ensued. The agents, and this was a DEA agent and an FBI agent, pursued Flores Ruiz for the entire length of the courthouse, ultimately apprehended him near the intersection of West State Street and 10th Street. So the judge apparently has created a situation here where you have a public foot chase. And we all know that, well, sometimes they can come off without incident. They can also turn into very dangerous situations.
John, that's exactly right. She put the lives of our law enforcement.
Pam Bondi talks big, but we haven't seen much from her. I know. We have to listen. Like, the fact that she hasn't had the Epstein files come out, like, we haven't had any high-profile direct arrests. I mean, nah, bro. Like, we gotta get this in there.
Enforcement officers at risk. She put the lives of citizens at risk. A street chase, which is absurd that had to happen. But yes, she put a lot of people in danger. That judge did it. So did the other judge.
This is what these people don't understand is, like, there's a lot of second order effects. Like, for example, identity theft. And also, like, if you let somebody run away from the police, there's a chance that other people could be hurt trying to avoid the chase. or this person could hurt somebody in the process of the chase. There's a lot of ways that this can create a domino effect that can negatively affect other people's lives.
Judge Cano is charged
Spider-Man
with
1?
They were
Great. There you go. Yeah, Spider-Man 1. Uncle Ben from exactly.
allegedly giving him assault rifles, AK-47s, AR-15s, with a suppressor, a known TDA member, letting him go to a shooting range to refine and perfect his shooting skills. Now, what's happened to our judiciary is beyond me.
Yeah, so when the American public hears this and they think these were once upstanding people in their communities and their professions, and they put it all on the line for this, I mean, have you dug into their motive? Like, what?
It's because they think that they're untouchable because they're judges, and prosecuting them would come with a certain degree of political risk. I think that what they don't account for is the fact that what I think the majority of the country wants this to happen. And I think that if you accurately communicate this to the public, the overwhelming majority will want this to happen. And the only reason why there isn't universal support for this is because of active lies and disinformation, which is very common, but that's the reason why.
Inspired them to carry out these acts and harbor criminals.
They're deranged is all I can think of. I cannot believe, I think some of these judges think they are beyond and above the law, and they are not. And we're sending a very strong message today. If you are harboring a fugitive, we don't care who you are. If you are helping hide one, if you are giving a TDA member guns, anyone who is illegally in this country, we will come after you and we will prosecute you. We will find you.
If I could just finish off with this idea, very significant development, that you're arresting judges now. Now, it could be that the judge...
It's not significant at all. It's not. This is a person broke the law. They used their position to break the law. Like, there's police officers, like, I guess I could just say, I've known people that have sold drugs to police officers, right? Like, look, it happens, guys. It does. It happens. And the corruption, it's all the way down and all the way up. This isn't like, oh, you take this position and you're somehow this, immutable character, paragon of good character. That's just not how it works.
Judges have engaged in terribly bad behavior and deserve...
It's significant in a good way. It is. Very good way.
To be arrested. But you know what critics will say? They'll say, oh, this is a government that is expanding the powers of the Article 1 of the Constitution. Now they're arresting judges. How do you respond to that?
No one is above the law, John. No one is above the law in this country. And if you are destroying evidence, if you are obstructing justice, when you have victims sitting in a courtroom of domestic violence and you're escorting a criminal defendant out a back door, it will not be tolerated, and it is a crime in the United States.
There it is. She just lied. Hunter Biden's above the law. Trump's above the law. Yeah, he got a pardon. That's what it is. And that's not, by the way, getting a pardon isn't being above the law. That's using the law. That's a fact. Like, and so that's really the difference, right? I mean, you're literally like, this is a clever use of game mechanics, you could say, but at the same time, it's in the rules.